Alright, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 2-15, practice multiplication. So, what I'm going to start with, today I'm kind of going to teach you ways to shorten up all your work. Some of you like to do that. Sometimes you'll see a lesson where I might ask you to show all of your work. But when it comes to multiplication, you could just draw and draw and draw all these rectangles, all these big boxes, and take up a whole page for something that you really could have done by eliminating a few steps. So I'm going to go over a couple here, and you do them as you feel like doing them. If you don't like shortening up, don't shorten up. If you continue to get some wrong because you're shortening them up, then maybe you need to go back to the old method until you can lock it down. So so let's start with the expanded notation of let's do 67 times 43. Okay, expanded notation, if you change it to 60 plus 7 and 40 plus 3, and then you show 40 times 60 and 40 times 7, because as you can tell that's what's doing each of these, and then you have the 3 times 60 and 3 times 7. Work them all out, you get 2400. Here you get 280. Here you get 180. Here you get 21. Then you add them all together. 18, carry the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2,881. Okay, so if we were to shorten it up just a little bit, to make it a little bit quicker, we do 67 times 43. And instead of writing out off the side of 60 plus 7 and 40 plus 3, we would just forget about that, and we'd just go right to 40 times 60, 40 times 7, 3 times 60, and 3 times 7. Then we put it off the side, 2400, 280, 180, 21, add it all together, 2,881. Whoa, way too many ones in there. So that shortens it up just a little bit. So there's another way to shorten it up even more. How about we do 67 times 43, and this time we don't even bother writing the equations, writing all of these little 40 times 3 times 3 times. How about we don't even do that at all? What we do here is we just do it in our head. We do 7 times 3 is 21. We do 60 times 3 is 180. We do 40 times 7 is 280. And then we go with the last one, the big one, 40 times 60, which is 2400. Okay, add it all together, 16, 17, 18, carry the 1, 4, 8, 2,881. That's just another way to make it a little bit quicker for you. So that's one possible way you could do it. In here you're kind of showing all the partial products down there. If you did it the shortcut method, 67 times 43, ultimately what you're getting is 7 times 3 is 21, carry the 2, 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20, 7 times 40 is 280, totally said that wrong. You would get 7 times 4, which is 28. Put the 8 down here, put the 2 up top, and then you get 6 times 4, which is 24, plus 2 more, which is 26. 1, 8, 8, 2. If you want to put 0 in that spot, you can. I grew up actually putting that 0 in that spot, but that's just another way you could do it. That kind of the shortcut method is definitely probably the quickest, but it also isn't the easiest. Drawing the squares, drawing the rectangles, I find to be the easiest. You really see it. If you were to do the 67 times 43, and you did the rectangle model, you would do 60 plus 7, 40 plus 3. Here you'd have 2,400. Here you'd have 180. Here you'd have 280. Here you'd have 21. You'd add it all together to get your 2,881. So if you wanted to shorten it up a little this way, you wouldn't write the equation inside each of these. I actually see some of you do that when we work in small group. I see you just shortening it up in there, and that's fine. So that's just another possible method, another type that you could do. Why don't you turn to page 75 in your workbook, and on page 75 it has a couple different options for you. It has the shortened expanded notation. Okay, let's try that. Let's do this together and then just do the shortcut method. The shortened expanded notation will I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. I don't like how small this is. You're going to do 8 times 9 first is 72. 30 times 9 is 270. 50 times 8 is 400. 50 times 30 is 1,500. Add it all together, you get 2. 14 carry the 1. 12 carry the 1. 2,242. Let's do the shortcut method over here. You're going to see how they're very similar. So 8 times 9 is 72. You carry the 7. 3 times 9 is 27 plus 7 is 34. 5 times 8 is 40. 0, put the 4 up there. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus the 4 is 19. Gives us 2, 4, 12. So it's 2,242. Is that what we got on each side? Yes, it is. Okay, so those are just a couple different methods. So what I'm going to have you do when I'm done with the lesson is you're going to go through 2 through 7, and it says using any method and show your work. Check with estimation. So if I were you, I'd start with estimation on all these. So I'd start with a 40 times 20, which equals 800. So you know your answer should be close to 800. So start with an estimation on every one. Is it going to be exact? Probably not. Could it be? Yeah, it could be, but it probably won't be. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to quickly go over one of these from the next page on page 76, and then when we're done with this lesson, you're going to spend the rest of the time working on 75 and 76. So this is just a number problem here. It says between his 9th and 10th birthday, Jimmy read one book each week. There are 52 weeks in a year. If each book had about 95 pages, about how many pages did he read during the year? Okay, when it says about, do you need a correct answer? No. When it says about, your answer is going to be about. That means your answer is going to be an estimate. So I'm just going to take 52 weeks, make it 50, multiply it by 95, which I'm going to round up to 100. And real quickly, I'll just multiply 5 times 1 is 5. And then I'm going to count my 1, 2, 3 zeros. And that'll tell me that he read about 500 pages. Okay, so as you go on, number 9 does not say about. It wants to know how many stones. It wants to know exactly how many. So make sure you get the exact answer on there. Okay, there are 48 packages in the store, 25 balloons in each package. How many balloons are there in 48 packages? Does not ask for about. And the last one is just one of it's not I mean, it is kind of multiplication, but you're also going to be doing a little bit of subtraction. Let me see. Brian he knows that at parades a band form 24 rows, each row is 30. Yes. A teacher come box of 100. How many boxes? Okay, you're going to have to do a little bit of multiplication along with maybe a little bit of addition and subtraction. So work on pages 75 and 76 on your own until I call you over.